Hi friends, today we are going to install the required dependencies or libraries for the backend application. Install libraries for backend application, backend auth app. We are going to see the how to install the required dependencies or libraries for the backend authentication app. Right. Step 1. Open the server folder in VS Code or Visual Studio Code terminal. Open the server folder in Visual Studio Code terminal. Then install the second step is install the required libraries. Required libraries libraries are express express mongoose course cookie parser and one more is mongoose express mongoose course cookie parser and .env and nodemon, etc. These are we are going to install. Like some are also there. We are going to install these back libraries. Um, and how to install, like step 3, how to like command to install the required packages, required libraries, like a server. We are going to the server folder, like cd server first, then npm. We are going to type the command called npm install library name, npm install npm space install space library name, or you can give the package name or series of package names. Like one time you can give like a mongoose course cookie parser and .env. Like we are going to give like this install, or we can do the one more command is server server npm I. This is the shortcut for installing. Like if you give, instead of giving the install, like you can give the I also. Install npm I express mongoose course, like etc. You can give like this. Or one more way is server npm install express mongoose course, like etc. In the after completing the all the package, you have to mention the hyphen save. Save command means it will going to save in the package, or without save also it will going to save in the package dot folder, like package dot file, package dot json file. It will going to save in this part. But uh, this is the traditional approach to give the hyphen save. Like this is a conventional method to give the hyphen save. Next one, there is a one more command installing the, or I'm going to explain here only, like installing the some package in the not dependencies. They are going to install some packages in the dev dependencies. npm install like a nodemon we are going to install in the dev dependencies hyphen save hyphen dev. Like it will going to in this package will be able to work in the only development environment only, like nodemon. We are not in the production level, we are not going to use this library or library. This library I am not going to, like we are not going to use in the production level, only in the phase of development environment only. Like this, if you want to use that type of libraries, you can separately install that into the dev environment or dev dependencies. We are going to see here how to install the dev dependencies and how to install the dependencies. First, go to the your server folder, click on the right click on and open integrated terminal. Like here, first I'm going to install the some packages like npm install the express, mongoose, course, cookie parser, and .env, and one more is .env, bcrypt bcryptjs, and json web token json web token uh, JSON Web Token. We are going to see in the later when we are writing the logic part. Then any library or package is required to use in the my application. We are going to install at that time. Now it is required. Now these packages libraries are required for the our application. You can click on the enter, or you can give the save hyphen save and click on the enter. It will take few minutes or a few seconds to install this all the packages. Installation is completed. Once see this your server folder, there is a one folder and one file is created. This is the package hyphen log.json. It contains the some trans2 dependencies. It contains the some trans2 dependencies, and one more is node underscore modules. Like what packages we are going to install, like uh, if you see in the package.json, if you see here, there is a dependencies here. Dependencies like we have installed the bcrypt, cookie parser, course, node env, and express, JSON web token, and mongoose. These packages all the is available here in the node underscore module. Not only these packages, suppose you can take the express.js. If you want to use the express.js, they require some other dependencies also there, like they are called the trans2 dependencies. Like in the JSON web token also, it is also required some other packages, like it will like JSON web token is dependent on the some other packages, like if you see how to see this dependent related to the JSON web token, like if you see here in the here you can click on the control F and JSON web token. Here see in the node underscore module JSON web token. Here you will able to see the what is the dependent on the JSON web token dependencies. Like if you see this JWS and Lodash and Lodash dot includes Lodash dot is boolean, Lodash dot is integer. These are the required dependencies required for the JSON web token, and MS and Simware. These are the required. And if you see the one more, you can take the one more also, like Express also. If you see this Express, um, see node underscore modules and express, it is required also lot of packages. It is dependent on the lot of packages. Like one is the accepts, array flatten, and body parsers, content disposition, content type, and cookie signature, debug. These all packages are required to use this. If you this dependence only there, in that case only this express module will be works. This express library will be works. This package contains this package hyphen log.json is the contains the trans-to dependencies of trans-to dependencies, or you can call it as a dependencies of the dependencies. You can call as simply you can call it as a trans-to dependencies of the each and every dependency, and that dependency is stored in the node underscore module folder. And one more way, like how to install the dev dependencies, how to install the nodemon on the nodemon on the dev dependencies. We are going to see that one also. npm space install space nodemon hyphen save hyphen dev hyphen save hyphen dev. See, if you go to the package.json, see there is a one more object is created. One more object is created, dev dependencies. Inside this dev dependencies, nodemon is installed. It is worked on the only development environment, not in the production level environment. Production level environment. We are going to configure the after the after installation completed in the libraries. We are going to configure the express, like we are going to see the how to run the application also, and first we are going to configure the express. First I'm going to import the express in the my app.js file. Remove this one, app.js file, import. First, we are going to, if you want to use there is a two types of import methods, like two types, like one is the common JS and module. If you want to use the common JS, you no need to do any changes in the your package.json, your metadata, like here. But if you want to use the module, if you want to use the import like modules, the type of keywords, if you want to use in your application, you have to do uh, one change in the package.json, like there is a type uh, type property. Inside this type property you have to change, like one is it is a default value common JS. We are going to change it to the module. Then only you have to use the import keyword, import and export keyword. Here import express from import export express from the express, like after this we are going to export this. We are going to first create the const app equal to express, call the function called express, call the express as a like function, like express with parenthesis. Like a third step is export this, or you can make it as a default export also, export default app. And one more is, yeah, we are going to import the few more libraries also, like one is the course from the course from the course library. I'm going to explain the each and every library while installing. I have not explained the what is the uses of the each and every library, but while going to the application development, I'm going to explain the each and every library uses of the every each and every library. Here, course is used to, it will make the integrations between the front end, like a client and a server. It will going to help us to integrate the client and server. If you're not going to use this course, it will while you try to access or while you try to integrate your APIs, like a services like of server, like a backend services, this will raise an like a course policy error. Then course policy error. In that case, you have to import the course. You have to import the course, and you have to make the give the access to client, like or front end to access my APIs or the server. In that case, you have to use the app dot use middleware, app dot use. I'm going to first express.json. First, I'm going to write the first middleware as express.json, and second middleware as app.course. Inside this, I'm going to write the two things. One is the origin. Here origin, you can mention the http column slash slash localhost column. It is in the form of course. You can give like in the form of, I'm going to give like this column slash slash localhost column 300. I'm going to give the sample localhost and a comma credentials like true. Credentials like a true. These two things we are going to these two properties we are going to configure in the course. After this, one more middleware I'm going to mention, that is the cookie parser. Cookie parser, cookie parser from sorry, cookie parser from cookie cookie parser from cookie parser. Import this and you have to write middleware like that also. App.use cookie parser like this. You have to mention like this. And the next, after importing all the middlewares, we are going to, there is some more middlewares also there. We are going to see in the next level, like in the, while going to the development of the application. Come to the my index.js. Here, you have to import the app. Import app from the dot src dot slash src slash app. You can go to here. You have to import from, and there is a port, like we are going to take the port equal to I'm going to take the sample port like a 4000, or I'm going to take the okay, I'm going to take the sample 4000 port, comma. Later, I'm going to import this port from the env file, like a env file. I'm going to explain that one also, how to use the env also. Env file from the how to like access the environmental variables from the env file, .env file. Like here, later app dot listen port. Here you have to mention the port, comma. There is a callback function here. You have to pass arrow function like a console.log of server is running on the port running on the this port. Server is running on the port number like this. If you want to run the application, we are going to take the npm node index.js. See, there is a okay, you have to mention .js. Mention .js. See, now clear the screen. Node node index.js. Node index.js. See, server is running on the port number 4000. Server is running on the port number 4000. Now application is running. If you want to access this application, come to the open the Chrome web browser, localhost 4000. See, you cannot get the slash b because of there is a no routes or no uh, endpoints present in the with localhost slash. That's why it is giving the cannot get. It is giving the cannot get slash. Cannot get the slash. See, my application configuration is completed. We have did in this class two things. One is the installing the libraries for the backend authentication app, and one more thing is like configuring the express.js, configuring the express.js into the application. These two things we have completed. uh, if you like my content and if you like my explanation, please like the video and subscribe my channel and support my channel.